Yeah, I mean it's exciting to be here. We've worked hard all season, and obviously we're going to try to bring another championship home. So it should be a really good game.
We will start with our first question from Matt Pence from The Atlantic, followed by Jada Evans. Matt, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, Jordan, I was just wondering if you had a favorite story about Raul that maybe just showed how special and effective he is as a player and how you guys interact on and off the field.
Man, let me think. No story I guess pops to mind in particular. He's just a super happy, bubbly guy. Always playing music in the locker room, always dancing. Just loves to play soccer, and I mean he is. You guys see it in the games, obviously, but in training we get to see it up close. He's probably the best finisher I've ever played with, and it's just pretty amazing how lethal he is. And I mean, you see his record in the playoffs is super special, and his ability to just get one chance and finish it is pretty special. But we were watching, Brad Smith and I were watching the shooting drill today, and we were just both like, he doesn't miss, so he's a pretty special finisher.
Next up will be Jada Evans, and following Jada will be Jeremiah Oshan. Jada.
Hi, Jordan. First, can you expand a little bit on the shooting drill? And then second is, outside of soccer, what helped you, I guess, develop a relationship with Raul?
Yeah, I mean, we just do some shooting drills after training, and he was just taking shots from the top of the box, and he doesn't miss a lot. So it's just like I said, he's just a special finisher, and I think you see that in games as well. And then I mean, he's just a great guy. I think we're lucky here in Seattle. We have a great locker room. There's no egos. There's no it's all about the team, and especially when your big players are like that as well, it helps. And the general group is just a special one. So I think that's a big reason why we're here as well, is just the camaraderie that this team has, and that includes Raul.
Next, we'll go to Jeremiah Oshan, and Rachel Krieger. You will be after him.
Hey, Jordan. Just wondering if you could talk a little bit about the influence that Siggy had on you, and your experience with him, and the role that he played in bringing you to the Sounders.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I can't really say enough about Ziggy and his impact in my career and my life. He always believed in me. He saw me when we were in the academy. Obviously, he had a relationship with my dad, who's the team doctor, so they were friends. They would go to dinner sometimes, and when I was growing up and in the academy. But Ziggy always believed in me, recognized me when I was in the academy, wanted to sign me before heading off to college, and I ultimately made that decision to go to college and then sign. But he helped me get in with the U20 national team when I was with the academy. It was kind of towards the end of the U20 World Cup cycle, and he talked to Tab Ramos and had me get into a camp there. So he kind of helped start that national team process, because that was my first ever national team camp. And then with the Sounders, he just always believed in me. Like I said, when I was in the academy, and then when I first signed, he was obviously the coach and believed in me and wanted me to be there, and thought I had a big role to play. And he was a big reason, of course, a lot of reasons, but why I was really excited to come play in Seattle. And I remember my first year, this is a story I always tell about Ziggy, but my first year with the team, the first 6 games or whatever, obviously coming in with a lot of pressure. And the first 6 games I hadn't scored, and he could tell it was weighing on me. And he pulled me off to the side at training one day, and he's like, "Look, it looks like you're not having any fun out there." And he's like, "This is our job. This is your career. You got to take it seriously, of course, and work hard every day, but you got to enjoy it too, because soccer is something that you love to do." And so I think he helped me find that right balance between having fun and being a good pro, because and I think that just that mentality is helped shape my career. So I owe so much to Ziggy, and I know we all miss him.
Next up will be Rachel Krieger, followed by Tim Booth from the AP. Rachel, go ahead, please.
Thanks, Jordan. Hi, Rachel Krieger from Last Word on Soccer. I hope you're well, first and foremost. With a crazy year that this has been, just can you talk about what it's like to make it to the finals again with COVID and all of the, craziness that is 2020?
Yeah, thank you. It's been a crazy year, and I think we were talking as a team, and Nico as the captain was just like, look, let's cap off this crazy year with one more good performance. I think with so much stress and so much anxiety this year that everyone has felt, it's just been a tough year for everyone. And so I think for us to be here is super special, to give us kind of a bright moment in this year that's been so hard. And we all hope to try to cap it off in the right way on Saturday, but we know how tough of an opponent we have.
Tim Booth, AP, is up next, followed by Paul Tenorio. Tim, go ahead.
Hey, Jordan, does anything about this finals trip feel at all similar to any of the other three, or is because this year's been so crazy, it's sort of in a way totally foreign? And then second to that, the other night, the comeback, how long did it take you to sort of come off the buzz of that finish and pulling out that victory?
Yeah, to answer the first question, I think it feels a little bit different. Obviously last one we had at home, the last final, so there wasn't as much kind of going on. I think the first couple in Toronto, it seemed like, obviously without COVID, there was a lot more going on, a lot more people around, a lot more media, kind of a bigger buzz. It seemed like a little bit just in the hotel, in and around the hotel. So obviously that part's a little different, but the meaning of the game is the same, and the circumstances are the same, and the goal for us is the exact same too. So in that way, it's the same, but definitely some differences. And then, yeah, the comeback was pretty incredible. I think something about this team is we never give up. We're always fighting, and even when we went down 2-0, I felt like we had a good chance of coming back. And credit to all the guys that came in, changed the game completely. Will, Gustav, Brad, Kelvin, all the guys came in, did their part, and it was a pretty special night. I think a lot of us won't forget it, and it took a while to come down, but now the focus is, we don't want that all to be for nothing, so the focus has completely shifted now.
All right, we'll go to Paul Tenorio next, and if we have time, we'll go to Charles Boehm after that. But Paul, you're up.
Hey, Jordan. Thanks for doing this. You had an opportunity when you first turned pro to sign with Werder Bremen, and you decided not to. Things have turned out pretty well. 2 MLS Cups, All-Star appearances, best 11 selection, maybe a 3rd MLS Cup this weekend. I wonder, with all of those things, all of those accomplishments, 24 goals and 17 assists over the last 2 seasons, have you started thinking about the possibility of going to Europe and testing yourself and seeing what other levels you might be able to get to by making a change like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I am, and I always say this, I know there was a lot of talk around when I first signed, but I am completely happy with my decision. I think I made the right decision. I felt like I've grown so much as a player here, and having these accomplishments and winning MLS Cups just justifies that decision even more for me, because it's been such a special experience. And this weekend will be no exception, getting to play in another game like this. And so I really feel like my development as a player has been really, really good here. But yeah, I think that I definitely have goals and aspirations, and if the right European team came or situation came, it would definitely be something that I would have to take a close look at, because obviously things have gone great here, and I feel like I could continue developing here. Of course, I think the league has grown so much, and the quality of play here has improved, and like I said, my development I think has continued to get better, and I'm very happy with how things have gone. But yeah, definitely a thought in my head for sure, and the whole focus is on this game this weekend, and then after that we'll see. But if the right opportunity came, it would definitely be something that I would take a close look at.
Okay, we will have time for one more question. Charlie Boehm, if you'd like to go ahead, please.
Hey, Jordan, your coach calls it the D word. I want to ask you about the concept of you guys being a dynasty. Some say that the Sounders have already earned that tag, and I know that there's maybe sometimes some superstition among players about words like that, but I wonder what you think of it. Are you guys at that level? Is that something that fuels you or your teammates?
To be honest, I don't think we really talk about it too much. It's an honor to be talked about it in those terms and using that word, and I think it's just a testament to how good this team has been over the last, the whole time the Sounders have been in MLS. They've been a great team, but especially over the last 4 or 5 years with making these MLS Cups and winning a couple and potentially winning another one. It's a testament to this club, the city, to be put in that category. To be honest, I think the players don't think about it too much. It's not something that we've talked about a ton. Our whole focus is not what we've done in the past, but what we're gonna do this weekend, because none of that matters. It's all about stepping out on the field and trying to win this game. And then after the game, you can discuss that, or we can discuss that as players if we want. But that's not really the focus right now. But again, it's obviously always an honor to be a part of those conversations.